Chapter 1. Calvin. Calvin, Tony, and Pete drove along at a leisurely pace. Calvin's hands kneaded the steering wheel as he stared at the road in front of him. The rays of the autumn sun overheated the men, so he rolled down the windows. The wind ruffled their hair as they traveled the highway. Tony sat in the back seat, his bad leg stretched out, healing from the wound Jesse gave him. Calvin had managed to patch it up, but he was no medic. Everyone knew it wasn't good enough. Calvin caught Tony's fierce expression in the rearview mirror. Revenge boiled in Tony. His leg would never heal right, and he'd limp for the rest of his life. A blind man could tell that if Tony ever got hold of that kid, he would be happy if a limp was all Tony gave him. Pete kept his eyes on the side window, refusing to look at his friends. The back of his bloody head and a red blush on the top of his ears was all they could see. Pete couldn't get over being taken down by a girl. No one ever beat Pete. His whole life he had been the largest, strongest kid, and now he was a massive man. A little slow maybe, even he would admit that, but he believed his size more than made up for that. Now he'd been beaten by a woman. Not even a big one either. A kinda small one, at least from his point of view. It stung. All that little girl did was push on a car and down he went. Calvin whistled as they drove on, confident they would find the woman and the kid. At first, he'd been angry, but there was no reason for that now, it'd just get in the way. When a person was furious, they didn't think straight. Strong emotion had messed him up more than once. And anyway, there was no doubt they would find them. Calvin knew it from the moment they pulled away from the side of the road. Both the Jeep and the truck's license plate contained their county name, and it wasn't like there were many towns in such a small area. If he and the boys needed to go town by town, they'd track them down. A sky blue Jeep and that huge black truck would be remembered by someone. They'd find them, it was just a matter of time. And time was different now. With no TV or computers, no work or families, it was all they had left. The trick was filling it, and Calvin was very good at doing that.